very easy to pick out shadows that you probably have in your collection that are quite similar to this palette. But I love the packaging on this beautiful lady here. I think that this is the owner of the brand, but the brand doesn't exist anymore. I bought this a while ago, and then the back of it is again so beautiful. You have your ingredients here. There's that beautiful eyes. I don't know. There's something about it that's very compelling. The artwork on it. When you open up the palette, there's another gorgeous illustration of this beautiful lady who's so gorgeous, and the colouring and everything of it is just, the artwork is so compelling in my opinion, particularly when paired with this gorgeous colour story that matches the artwork. If you saw my Get Ready With Me last Sunday, you will have seen that I used the shade as a kind of wash off like over the lid. I don't get as much use out of this palette moistures because there's no neutrals in it, so I don't really take it to a lot of places, but I thought this time, because I was taking my bronze palette, that I would also go ahead and take this one because it's so colourful and it gives a lot of different options for some different colours. And honestly, like blues and purples and pinks are the colours that I tend to go for if I don't go for kind of, you know, oranges and pinks, which I have in the bronze palette. The metallics in here are really interesting in formula. They are not super sparkly or anything, but they really, they're like very metallic and they have very fine shimmers in them. I'll swap to one, I'll show you. They have very fine shimmers in them, which really reflect the light, particularly on like the curved surface of the eyeball. And so they just sparkle and they look really glossy. I don't know if it really captures it there, but that's the shade Destiny, 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 and they're just so pretty. And if you saw that Get Ready With Me, you'll know that I used this shade as blush. The shade right here is blush, and I really liked that. And I would really like to use this shade and top it with this shade because this is such a beautiful, like sparkly. I will need to try it because I think you would be able to get a really gorgeous glossy look on the cheeks if you did that. So yeah, this palette is overall a win for me, and I'm really excited to get more use out of it because it's in this rotation of short my stash. And I do love this palette. It's just such a shame that I don't read into it as often as I do some of my other palettes because I forget about it. As I say, unfortunately it is discontinued, so you can't buy it, but as you can see, like the shades aren't particularly unique. A lot of them are very primary coloured. You know, there's like a primary blue, a primary purple, so if you wanted to dupe this palette, you could very easily just pull some of your own purples and blues and greens and a black of course. I don't really use black very often. I really like the way this palette sounds. I love the sound of tapping on cardboard palettes much more than I do on plastic palettes. And I just find this palette so satisfying because the packaging is so beautiful. And it has a really satisfying magnetic closure. There's two separate magnets on each corner. So it snaps It's a beautiful nude colour with like a pinky mauve undertone. It's a little bit darker than my natural lip colour, and it's really beautiful, but I barely ever reach for nudes or lipsticks. I tend to either go for a gloss or a bright lip like this one. I used to love my MAC lipsticks, and there's the only one that I have left. And I bought this for, still smells like vanilla though, so it's not expired. But I bought this for my year 11 prom at the time because I had like a purpley grey, like greyish purple dress. And this one really well with it, I thought. So that was why I bought it. But I haven't worn it much since. It's a gorgeous colour, as you can see. I love the MAC packaging also. Classic bullet. And the final lip product that I bought was this. Baby Lips by Maybelline. In the shade Grape Vine. And this is a balm. So it looks crazy in the tube, but on your lips it comes out really sheer. You can see I put it there. Comes out really sheer, and it just has like a little bit of a purplish berry tint. And I wore it again in the Get Ready With Me video that I did on last Sunday. But it's a nice colour, and weirdly, even though I feel like it would actually be perfect for like the autumn, winter, but weirdly I'm attracted to this trend summer. There's something about it that interests me during this time, and I find I'm usually attracted to makeup based on the seasons. Like I'm that kind of person, but I work really hard not to make sure that I'm not limited during the season to just the seasonal items. Like if I want to wear something and I'm attracted to something during a particular season, I'll wear it regardless of whether it matches the season. Right. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the glitters. I shopped my stash for two glitters. You know I've been loving the Colourpop glitter. Glitterly Obsessed is what I think they're called. The Glitterly Obsessed gels, not balms. I've been loving these. I bought these in a set in Black Friday last year, I think, and I have been using them a lot. I'm actually wearing one of these today in my inner corner. I don't know if you can really see, but the one I'm wearing is this one. It's in the shade Homecoming. Sometimes they're a lot difficult to open. Okay. This one's really gorgeous in the inner corner because it's just like a fine glitter, and it has like a clear base, but the glitters themselves shift from like a very light gold to bright yellow to like a very you can't really see it there, but to quite a rich orange, and I love it for the inner corner. I think it looks so gorgeous, and it's really sparkly. So that is the shade Homecoming. used less product.